find all his cows were frozen solid. They couldn't move and he couldn't milk them. So he sent for the vet. The vet examined the cows, then went back to his office and came back with a lady. The lady went among the cows, stroking them and talking to them, and they all melted and came back to normal and they could be milked. The farmer was delighted and he said, "I think I recognise that lady. What's her name?" "Flora Heard," said the vet. Two Irishmen in a pub. One says, "Paddy, when you make love to your wife, you talk to her." He said, "No, but I would if I had my mobile with me." Right? I think you're going to be quite good, you know. Now, you may not have expected to come to a music hall and finish up in church. But we always have a few surprises for you. Here, with apologies to Joyce Grenfell, we have Joan Revel and other members of the congregation. The hymn is hymn number 2. remain in church for the moment. This chap went to church one Sunday and he returned home with a black eye. His wife said, "How on earth did you get that?" Well, he said it was like this. When we were singing the first hymn, I noticed that the dress of the lady in front of me had got caught up in between the cheeks of her bum. So I pulled it out for her. She wasn't a bit appreciative. She turned round and thumped me in the eye. So the following Sunday he went to church again. And again he came back with a black eye. "What on earth happened this week?" his wife asked. Well, he said, "I thought I'd sit in another part of the congregation. But blow me, this lady was in front again." And the dress was caught up in the cheeks of a bum again. Now he said, the chap next to me bent forward and pulled it out. And I knew she didn't like it, so I leant forward and pushed it back in. I'm beginning to take to you. Now I don't know whether this next item is the right thing to follow hymn number 2. But I'm sure you will be pleased to welcome Duncan Bennett in A Tale from the City. A big applause for you.
I heard this on the radio 18 months ago, so maybe 2 years, and it amused me a lot, and I wrote to Roy Hudd, whose programme it was, and he kindly sent me the words and the music. And if I can remember the words, and I haven't got it right yet, it goes slightly like this. I'm Ank, short for anchors. I'm Ank, and one hankers to make one's first name not quite the same. I'm W anchors, you see. My name is my downfall, my friends are inclined to agree. It's a problem we share. There is Pete, Ubic Air, and Paul, Ocket Billiards. I'm William Jack Anchors, the anchors are bankers, and I am a bit of a toff. They christened me Jack, but I got so much flack, I decided to take the Jack off. I met a young filly, and maybe it's silly, she laughed at my name, so I changed it to Willie. I'm Hank, I work in a bank, and my name's written up on the till. There are few famous bankers called W anchors, so I'm changing my Willie to Bill. Yes.
Right, there were 2 men playing golf in Leeds. One was a good player and the other wasn't. What's known in golfing circles, I'm told, as a rabbit. After a number of very poor shots, the rabbit said sadly, "I'd move heaven and earth to play this game well." "Just keep on trying," said the other chap. "There's only got heaven to shift now." We're ready for the next. Now then, hold on to your hats. In fact, hold on to everything you've got. 3 supremely gifted young ladies who've just got to have a gimmick. A real treat for you from Sue, Sarah and Gina.
You can pull all the stops out till they call the cops out, or ride your behind till you're banned. But you gotta have a gimmick if you wanna get a hand. You can sacrifice your sack roll, working in the back row, bumping make her rich. Me, I owe, and I owe, and I owe. But I do it with a switch. Hit it. To get paid. If you got a gimmick, chips, you got it made. All them ain't gonna spell success. Me, but I do it with finesse. Dressy, tessitura is so much more demure than all them other ladies, because if you got a gimmick, if you wanna get applause, do something special, anything that's special, earn you a big fat cigar. You're more than just a mimic when you got a gimmick. Take a look how different we are. If you wanna make it, twinkle while you shake it. If you wanna find it, wait till you've refined it. If you wanna bump it with a trumpet. You too can be a star.
And the young man went to work in a zoo.
Oh God. Involuntary reflex, isn't it?
On his first day, the boss said to him, if you kill anything, its replacement cost will be deducted from your wages. Now, his first job was to clean out the bird cage. He accidentally killed a finch. Now, I didn't want to lose any money, so he went over and chucked it to the lions, hoping it wouldn't be missed. Then he had to feed the chimps. He gave them far too much food, and one of them died. And he chucked that to the lions as well. Then when he was moving a tractor, he knocked over the beehive and killed all the bees. He swept them up and threw those to the lions as well. Now next day a new lion arrived. And he said to the other lions, what's the food like here? One said it's very good indeed. This week we've already had a finch, chimps and mushy bees. Right, now then, now when I mention the name Linda Endall, you know you're in for a treat. You may also guess, knowing Linda, that as she is down in the meadow, something fishy is bound to be going on. A big welcome, please, for Linda Endall.
Down in the meadow, in a little pretty pool, swam 3 little fishes and a mama fishy too. Swim, said the mama fishy, swim. And the wham, all over them down. Bum, bum, bum.
I want to drink to it.
Do you think you need some help with the chorus?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Just the thing. Cried the little fishes. Gee, look at the whales. Quick as they could, they turned on their tails. Back to the pool in the meadow they swam. And the wham, back over the dam. Now just a minute, I think this side is better than you lot. Don't you think you are? You ready? Let's try it. You listen, this is how it's done. You ready? Your turn. All together, and let's see who's the best.
Now, a teacher asked a girl in a biology class, what part of the body expands to 10 times its normal size upon an emotional impact? The girl, blushing visibly, said, I know, but I'd rather not say. The teacher then asked the boy for his answer, and he replied, correctly and promptly, the pupil of the eye cell. Quite right, said the teacher. Turned back to the girl and said, your embarrassment shows you didn't study the lesson. You have a dirty mind. And you'll be bitterly disappointed. Right, we pass on to our next item, if I can get it right. Hang on a minute. We've had to bring our next artist out of retirement for the 5th consecutive year. For your pleasure and entertainment, please give a big hand to none other than Aid Bunny, the Debdale crooner.
Good evening. The moment you wake up, before you put on your makeup, I say a little prayer for you. Whilst combing your hair now, and wondering what dress you'll wear now, I say a little prayer for you. Forever, forever, you'll stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never must part, oh how I love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. there under the Bastille. While riding I think of us dear, I say a little prayer for you. At work I just take time, and all through my coffee break time, I say a little prayer for you. Forever, forever, you stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never must part, oh how I love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. Enjoying, you know. I say a little prayer for you. Do 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 do. I say a little prayer for you. Forever, forever, you stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never must part, oh how I love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. My darling, believe me, for me there is no one but you. Oh, please love me too. I'm in love with you. Answer my prayer. Say you love me too. 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 Answer my prayer. Let's do another song now from Bacharach, and it's called Help Me. When the orchestra arrives. What's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment we live? What's it all about when you sort it out, Alfie? Are we meant to take more than we give? Or are we meant to be kind? And if only fools are kind, Alfie, then I guess it is wise to be cruel. And if life belongs only to the strong, Alfie, what would you lend on an old golden rule? As sure as I believe there's a heaven above, Alfie, I know there's something much more, something even non-believers can believe in. I believe in love, Alfie. Without true love, we just exist, Alfie, until you find the love you've missed. You're nothing, and you'll find love any day, I'll be.
The nun arrived at the gates of heaven and was met by who else but St. Peter. I'm sorry, he said to her, but you cannot come in. Our computer records show you've done nothing wrong. Before you can come into heaven, you must confess, then repent for a wrongdoing. You didn't drink, you didn't gamble, smoke, or go out with men. So go back down, do something wrong, and then come back again and try once more. The nun departed and returned about 10 days later. Again she was met by St. Peter, who was always on duty. And he asked her, now tell me what you've done. Well, she said, I've changed my name. I'm now known as Sarah Pippolini. Yes, said Peter, what did you do? Well, she said, I don't like to talk about it really, but here's yesterday's Daily Mirror. You read about it. Peter read the story on the front page, then said to the nun, this doesn't refer to Sarah Pippolini. All it says is, Sahara pipeline laid by 14 men in 10 days. Now we have an elderly gentleman and not quite so old lady. They're planning whilst holding hands. But what are they planning? Here to let you into their secrets are Gay Bunny and Paul Shaw.
Come on, you old bugger.
God, what was stepped in here?
Look, it's only up there. Quick, he's not been normal. Quick, quick.
There's a lot of animal cages in all the other seats.
You made me breathless.
What?
Come on.
I said you were there last time I looked. Oh, that's better. I don't know if I can do that much longer, you know.
No,
I mean, it's nearly 30 yards, that was. Nice day today.
you do like it. What are you feeling about that?
And your chocolate. I want it still.
I've got one of the Imperial.
We have to finish it, it's just melting everywhere.
You're thoughtful, you know. Come on.
This is the life. Having said that, you know, it's absolutely ridiculous, really. We spend nearly all of our life together, going to museums, Dalby days,
Friendship
theatre,
club.
friendship
Club.
club, and you stitch it, well, you yeah, making jams. And then every night we go back to our own separate houses to sleep.
A bit down.
Really. You know what we should do? Well, just
going now?
What I think we should do. I think we should get married.
You mean it?
That's a mean it.
Oh, yes. I
Yes.
think it, yes. Yes, get back up.
Ooh.
Well, get back up before you change your mind.
Oh. Yes, that'd
You
be
mean-
nice, that would.
you
Yeah,
mean
it
it,
would.
you
Yeah, I do mean it, I do mean it. I think we're at that time in life when you ought to get on with things.
I mean, I'm not as old as you, but
Just look at it.
yeah.
Oh, only problem though,
What?
what are we going to do with all those bills? The electricity, and the gas, and the rates. What are we going to do with them all?
Well, you know how we talked about moving and sort of buying a house together
Yeah, what, in
in
Bournemouth?
Bournemouth?
Yeah,
Because I get loads of chalk ices in Bournemouth.
you would, you would.
Move, and then why don't we just share all the bills as well?
What, we'd sell the houses?
Yeah,
Sell both houses?
move in together.
That
Share
sounds a
all the
really good
bills.
idea. Yeah, that would work, it
We'll
would
be
work,
getting
wouldn't it?
married, yeah.
Yeah, just have one house. Yeah,
Yeah,
share the bills and move down to
I bet they
Bournemouth.
have friendship clubs and WI in
Do you
Bournemouth.
think we'd miss it here though? In Dalby? Do you?
Oh, yeah.
I
Big
don't
friends,
think
so,
we would.
don't you think? I bet they won't miss us, would they? Where else then?
Yeah, would we get taken on benches?
Oh, no.
We'd have to have one down there with our names on it.
No, but let's have a fresh start.
Yeah,
Fresh start.
yeah. Anyway, so we go down there, we buy a house, and share the bills.
Yeah.
But what about sex?
Infrequently.
Let's just get this straight, clear it for all time. There's absolutely no misunderstanding. You know when you say infrequently, is that one word or
Now then, as we go along through the evening, there might be one or two stories that you think are a bit near the nub. So I want to clear up that it's your fault and not mine. If I say something and you're ahead of me, or you put a different interpretation on it, it's your fault. So let me try you out with a poem and see how far ahead you get of me. I love you, dear, she told him, and with that removed her dress. You are everything I'll ever want, I really must confess. You are so good to me, my man, so tender and so sweet. And as she spoke, her dainty slip came tumbling to her feet. She whispered, darling, rest assured, my love you'll never lose. She slid her hose from her dainty feet and placed them in her shoes. My darling, I'm so much in love, I cannot give you more. She slid her brassiere down her arm and dropped it to the floor. A burning love like mine, sweetheart, you'll never need to doubt. She dropped her panties from her waist, and from them she stepped out. I'm yours, and yours alone, sweetheart. Good night, she whispered softly, and then hung up the phone. Now, how far had you got? Not quite ready yet, I gather, so we'll have one or two short ones. Where do I meet him? First lady, how's your husband getting on? Second lady, I hardly know. He's so busy, I only see him for an hour a day. Oh, you poor thing, said the other lady, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's all right. She said that hour soon passes. Well then, you all know about cat's eyes down the middle of the road, don't you?
Yes.
You know that the chappie who invented them, or discovered them, whatever you would like to call it, was out one night looking for his tortoise with a torch. And he shone it, and there was a cat coming towards him, and the cat's eyes lit up. And that's how he thought of the cat's eyes. But have you ever paused to think what we would have got if that cat had been going in the other direction? What about the hand-operated pencil sharpener? Right. Now we're going to take you back in time to your childhood. For some of you, that's going to be a lot further back than for others. But however far back it is, I'm sure you will all remember being asked, are you sitting comfortably? I hope you are. So let's begin, and let's watch with Mother.
Once upon a time, there was a little house. And all round the house was a beautiful garden. And down at the bottom of the garden was a place where the man who worked in the garden left his things, while he went into the house to have his dinner. One day, when he'd gone into the house to have his dinner, he left behind an old glue pot, some seed boxes, and some packets of seeds. There were other things lying about, some flower pots, 2 little ones, 2 middle-sized ones, and 2 great big ones. And just behind the big flower pots was a little weed. And there they all were, lying quietly in the sunshine. The little weed looked all about her, and when she saw that everything was quiet, she knocked gently on the 2 big flower pots and said, and slowly, out of the flower pots came the flower pot men. First, out came their little faces, lying all over, and their little hands with big downy gloves on. They both came round and saw each other. way of talking. And the little maid laughed and said, the flower men thought she knew that someone was coming. So they popped down into their flower pots again. And all was quiet and drowsy in the sunshine, and the little maid stayed in between the flower pots and said nothing. After a time, one of the flower pot men thought, surely there's nobody about. And he popped his head up for a minute to have a look round. Then the other flower pot man thought, surely there's no one about. And he popped his head up to have a look round. And they went on like this for quite a long time. Then both together. Do you know what all that meant? There's no other about to sit out and play. Now the man who looked at their ground had been putting seeds in the seed boxes. And a few flower pot men went over to have a look. So they leaned over to see if the seeds were coming up. They weren't.
Oh, no.
They were all fast asleep in their little seed beds. One of the flower pot men said, "Are they coming up your end?" Water? The seeds won't come up without water.
Is there any water at all?
Suddenly, they saw the old glue pot. They looked inside and looked to think. They picked up the glue pot very carefully, carried it over to the seed boxes, poured some water on the seeds. And then they waited, quiet as two little mice. At first they heard nothing at all. Then they heard a tiny little noise, as though the seeds were saying, "Shall we come up? Or shall we?" Then they heard a tiny rustling and bustling, and then up popped the flowers all together. She had seen which one of the flower pot men had tipped the water over the other. Now, you listen. because she's going to ask a question. Was it been or was it been? It's all out of that way. Was it been or was it been? Do you know what the little weed said? Do you know what it was? Listen again. Bill. Bad little Bill.
Oh, little Bill.
Then the two fly back then and went over to speak to the flowers again and see how they were getting on.
Oh, lovely little bee. Are you going on?
And they would have come right up, but the little bee thought she heard someone coming, so she called out to let him know that the man who worked in the garden had finished his dinner and was coming out again. So the two flower pot men jumped into their flower pots and said goodbye to each other. Then they said goodbye to the little weed. The little weed stayed behind the flower pots and went fast asleep. And there they all lay in the warm sunshine. But the man who worked in the garden didn't know that anything had happened to Flo. Nobody knew about the flower pot men. Only you saw them playing, and the little weed. And I think the little house knew something about it. Don't you?
I'm sure you deserve a break. Top up your glasses, have a natter, pop to the loo, whatever you would like to do. Be back in about 15 minutes, okay? Bringing you something quite different. Starting off with culture. Artistic expression and taste, which are guaranteed to enlighten and refresh. A selection from Gilbert and Sullivan. Beautifully sung by the Old Dalby Chorus.
We are the very model of a disciplined theatre cast.
Our showmanship can't be surpassed.
The tickets sell like bloody hell.
You have to be so very fast.
We deliberate and cogitate until we've got the perfect cast. Our MC is a lovely man of talents quite extraordinary.
He tells a joke and makes you laugh.
Or tells a tale so cautionary.
He's sophisticated, suave and cute.
He dresses in a dinner suit.
He's well rehearsed, that's just the job. We love him and his name is Bob. Costumes are remarkable, the ladies always show finesse.
We can't
be held responsible
For those young men who wear a dress.
They have been told to remove their clothes.
from music halls and our parties.
We are the very model of a disciplined theatre cast. The scenery is quite unique, the audience has filled the place.
Our only cause to get applause, perhaps please do not lose face. But it's just a laugh.
We try not to stray off the path.
Our jokes are blue.
Our singing too.
Don't send us for an early bath. We have the stage, the curtains straight, the pianist got his keyboard placed, the tickets sold, the beers are cold, the hardships and the problems faced. Yeah, we really had a blast to try and sing this song so fast. We are the very model of a disciplined theatre cast. We have the stage, the curtains straight, the pianist got his keyboard placed, the tickets sold, the beers are cold, the hardships and the problems faced. Yeah, we really had a blast to try and sing this song so fast. We are the very model of a disciplined theatre cast. Three little maids from school are we, pert as a schoolgirl well can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. Three little maids from school, everything is a source of fun. Nobody's safe for we care for none. Life is a joke that's just begun. Three little maids from school. Three little maids who all are wearing of the boys from the secondary. One was a hunk, but he was a fairy. Three little maids from school. One little maid got laid today. Two little maids are hoping they have long to wait, they say, behind those sheds at school. One little maid's got a bun in a tum. We're afraid she was rather dumb.
Little Johnny said it was just some fun.
Behind those sheds at school. Three little maids who had their way with all the upper six way. Now we're needing a holiday. Three little maids from school. Three little maids from school.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure when you go for your post some mornings, you've got a lot of junk mail, and it includes the seed catalogue. I'm sure you do. Don't chuck them away, they're very useful. You know that you can tell a lady's character by linking it to the colour of her dress and the colour of flowers. They go together. So, is there anybody here tonight wearing anything green? Must be somebody. One at the back there, one there. Anybody else? Now, how many of you have got something green at home then, in the wardrobe? Yeah. All right. Well, we've got those, that'll do. So let's have a look in the catalogue and see what we can find. Evergreen Japanese azaleas. Delightfully large with outstanding features. And a delicate fragrance. Performs best up against a north-facing wall. I'll tell you some more of those later. I've got to go somewhere else now. Denise will tell you the rest.
Good evening. This is the part where I step in because we're going to let Bob have a go. But seeing as I've got a lot of setting up to do, I've even been allowed to tell a joke here.
Keep it clean.
Bill Clinton was out on the campaign trail in the Midwest of the USA. He stopped at a roadside diner, a somewhat run-down place, but with a very pretty waitress. Bill looked at her and then at the menu and said in his sexiest voice, "Can I have a quickie?" "Mr. President, sir," said the waitress, "I think that's pronounced quiche." We cannot have the two Ronnies here tonight, but we have two Burkes to stand in for them. As a tribute to the two Ronnies, and with our apologies to them, please welcome Stuart Endall and Bob Holdsworth, trying to cope with 4 candles.
He's moving too fast for us.
Morning.
Morning. 4 candles. No. 4 candles.
Well, there you go, 4 candles.
Handles for forks. 4 candles. Got any plugs?
Plugs? What kind of plugs? Come on.
Rubber plugs. Bathroom plugs.
Oh, right. What size?
13 amp.
That's electric plugs. Electric bathroom plugs we call them in the trade.
The boss said get some bathroom plugs.
A minute.
1. Saw tips.
Well, it's the cold weather, I suppose. Down the chemist, get some ointment.
Saw tips. Tips for covering sores.
Oh, no. Sorry, no, I've got none of that.
Pumps.
Pumps. Oil pumps, water pumps, bike pumps, foot pumps, petrol pumps, top pumps, bottom pumps.
Foot pump.
Foot pumps. Are we getting somewhere now?
Yeah.
Foot pumps.
Foot pumps. Pumps for feet. Blue. Size 9.
You're winding me up again, aren't you?
No, just blue pumps. Size 9. Washers.
Washers. Floor washers, car washers, window washers, tap washers, penny washers, top washers or bottom washers. I've done now.
Half-inch washers for taps.
Tap washers.
Tap washers.
Fine, that's all right then. Tap washers, you sure?
I'm quite sure. Tap washers.
How many?
How many you got?
2.
I'll have one. Got any O's?
O's was that? O's?
O's.
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 O's. O's, you mean O's? O's.
O's. O's.
O's. Oh, pantyhose. You mean pantyhose?
No. O's. O's. O's for garden gates. As in mon repose. Letter O.
Letter O.
Letter O.
Just get for later. How many then?
2. 1, 2. Right, that's good. Good. Right, got any peas?
Why don't you please well tell me before I took the box out? I'm up and down all day long. Look at all these people waiting to be served.
Just want some peas.
You're winding me up, John, again.
Please, please.
Right, how many?
Peas. 2 tins of peas. That's it, that's right. Now then, what else? Last thing I think the boss said. Aye, 4X.
O's, P's, X's.
4X.
You're definitely winding me up. Is this the last thing, is it?
It's the last thing.
Thank goodness for that. 4, you say?
4X.
X.
4X. Lager.
Oh.
4X.
Oh, well. So, more. Here we go then.
That's it. Cheers.
Cheers.
2 Ronnies.
2 Ronnies.
Right, let's see what we can do now. Oh yes. 3 ladies were having a coffee morning. Judy, Jane and Jill.
Just for change.
Judy said, you know, it's most unfair. Men can look at us and see all that we've got. Everything, particularly in the summer where we're wearing our lightweight outfits. It's a pity, you know, because it's unfair we can't see anything of them. We've no idea what they're like.
Thank God.
Jane said, well, that's not true. It's not so in the north of England. They always say you can tell whether a man is well endowed or not by the size of his shoes. Something less than 9. Very, very poor. 9 about normal. Anything above 9, wow, really something. And the third lady didn't say much, but next day, the cooker broke down. And she sent for the electrician. Now, I don't know whether he was local or not. But he was certainly a big fellow. And she chatted to him and they got on very well. And she was watching him as he was working. She could see his shoes. And she casually asked, what size shoes do you wear? He says, 9s. Why? Oh, she said, nothing important. I just saw them there and I just wondered. Well, one thing led to another. They had a drink at lunchtime. It was a long job. Electricians alike, don't you? He was still there at lunchtime. The inevitable happened. In bed. And afterwards, over a cup of tea, this lady tried to give the electrician 50 quid. He said, no, look, come off it. There was nothing like that about it. It was just a mutual thing. And the girl said, look, it's nothing to do with what happened upstairs. It's just that I'd like you to buy a new pair of shoes. Those size 9s must be bloody well killing. Now we're delighted in this village at the success of our cricket club. They've had another very successful year, haven't they? Yes. Done a jolly good job in league and in matches. They'll be pleased to know that rehearsals are well on the way, so that next season they will have their very own cheerleaders.
Oh.
A big welcome, please, for Denise, Brenda, Gay and Linda as the Dalby Foxes.
Oh, Dalby, we're so fine, we blow your mind, we're wicked. Oh, Dalby, we're so fine, we blow your mind, we're wicked. Oh, Dalby, we're so fine, we blow your mind. Now we go. Have you done it again? Listen, our Dalby cricket team is like the best. We've got to be more sort of real, well, I don't know, what do you reckon? Sensational. Stupendous.
Listen, girls, we've got to be more foxy.
No.
Okay, let's spell it out. O-L.
Double D. Double D. Nature intended. A is for the aftermatch, carousing in the pub. L is for legless Lincoln, the night they won the cup. B is for balls, and girls and boxes, and Y is for your amusement.
Oh, Dalby Cricket Club, can't you understand? You're gonna win the league and we're gonna lend a hand. Oh, Dalby, don't you know we're #1 fans? It's guys like you, Dalby, make dreams come true, Dalby. Ooh, Dalby, ooh, Dalby, ooh. Oh, Dalby, we're so fine, we'll blow your mind, we're wicked. Oh, Dalby, we're so fine, we'll blow your mind, we're wicked.
Now then, arising out of that story of the pumps we used in the two Ronnies sketch were size 9. They belong to Stuart.
He's only a size 9 then.
I wear 11s, broad fitting.
Too big.
We're off to the circus, the Russian circus. But first of all, we have two beautiful young ladies who will dance Send in the Clowns. And this will be followed by a Russian artist who is renowned worldwide, doesn't speak a word other than Russian. He's never been out of Russia before. He'll want every help you can give him. Full audience participation. Be ready. Watch for his signals and do his tasks. A very big welcome, please, for Lauren and Alex initially, and subsequently Jonovic, Barno, Klasovic. It's lovely when two young ladies come and join us, like these two dancers have done tonight, and do something to help with our night's entertainment. So please, give those two young ladies a round. The funeral procession was passing along a street. Two hearses, coffin in each. They were followed by a man with a bull terrier on a lead. And he was followed by 10 men walking in single file. The vicar said to the man with the dog, "What's going on? I've never seen a funeral procession like this in all my life." The man with the dog said, "Well, it's like this. The bull terrier attacked my wife. She's in the first coffin, and it killed her. My mother-in-law tried to stop it, but the dog then attacked her, and she's in the second coffin." And the vicar said, "How very strange. May I borrow your dog?" "Join the queue," said the chap. Now, I've often asked you for a lot of applause. I now ask you for absolute silence. We've been to church in part 1, but we now have a much more serious and solemn ceremony. You are to be privileged to witness this for the first time outside of St. Bernard's Abbey. It does need absolute silence. I now ask you to welcome, silently, Kevin, Paul and Duncan as the 3 monks, with Abbot Ailes conducting the ceremony.
Pray silence, members of the congregation. You are gathered here tonight to witness a very special and solemn occasion. The ordination of 3 fine novices to the Holy Order of the Old Dalby monks. Now this is not quite as simple as it might seem. To attain this honour, they must first complete 3 solemn vows. If they achieve this, then they will enter the Old Dalby monastery and will become a father. When this happens, they will be able to give a name, Father. Let's find out, and I introduce you to the novices, what they will call themselves. What is your name? Father Wayne. What is your name?
Father the better.
What is your name? Father up. Silence, please. You know, there's a gentleman down there on the back row. I think it's Keith Holmes. If you persist in this tittering, I will have to give you community service, which will mean you'll have to clean the monastery bogs every week. to the novices, we will now proceed with the first of the 3 vows. Now this is the vow of poverty, and I will be asking the novices to hand over to me their worldly goods, because where they're going, they will not need them. Do you take the vow of poverty? I do. Do you take the vow of poverty?
I suppose so.
I'll have to.
Was that pack of 3?
Ladies and gentlemen of the congregation, we now come to the second vow. This is the vow of silence. Do you take the vow of silence? Do you take the vow of silence? Do you take the vow of silence? Ladies and gentlemen of the congregation, as you can see, the novices have successfully completed 2 of the vows. But we now get down to the nitty-gritty. Because the third and final vow is the most difficult of the vows. In fact, in most cases, I would say only 10% of novices ever qualify due to the failure of this third vow. Now this is the vow. Settle down now. This vow is the vow of chastity. Somebody's sweating down there. So am I. Now, the vow of chastity indeed. Now, how can we ensure that the novices will be true in their intent?
Marry them.
Now,
provisions. The first one is, I have attached a small bell of their anatomy. For those of you that are not quite sure where that is, it's the John Thomas. The other part, I will now ask for a volunteer congregation. Now this volunteer must be very young, very sexy. Do I have a volunteer anywhere? Oh, Sister Anthea. Sister Anthea. On my command, Sister Anthea. Only on my command will you walk in front of the novice. Just wait for my command. You're sweating out there. Get too excited. Okay, now let us commence with the third and final vow. I think the novices are sweating also. Because, as you know, if they fail, it will be instant dismissal and the chance to enter will be gone. My command. You take the vow of chastity. I do. One down, two to go. Do you take the vow of chastity?
I'll try.
Sister, please pray.
Big Ben. Novice can come up with the goods. Do you take the vow of chastity? I know. He's done it! Marvellous! At last we have father up. I must sign you up on the dotted line. Just a minute.
Right then. The man went into a pub, sat on a seat at the bar. The barman asked, "What would you like to drink, sir?" "Nothing, thank you," said the man. "I tried it once, I didn't like it, and I've never tried it since." The barman went and left him, but he came back a short while later and offered the man a cigarette. No, thank you, said the man. I tried it once, I didn't like it, and I've never tried it since. All I'm doing here, I'm waiting for my son to arrive. Oh, that's okay, said the barman. How many children have you? Only the one, he said. Go on. Right, we're now ready for the next. Let me just see what it is. I'm sure most of you will have seen the now famous WI calendar. You've already listened with obvious pleasure. I did that because I got it wrong last night. See, so I'm just... You've obviously listened with obvious pleasure to the Dead Dale crooner. I'm sure you will be pleased to see him back again. Please welcome back a favourite over many years, Hey Bunny, the Dead Dale crooner.
You go over that last one. I've not. A song now from Barry Manilow, it's called Even Now. Even now, when there's someone else who cares, when there's someone home who's waiting just for me. Even now I think about you as I'm climbing up the stairs, and I wonder what to do so she won't see. And even now, when I knew it wasn't right, and I found a better life than what we had, even now I wake up crying in the middle of the night, and I can't believe it still can hurt so bad. Even now, when I have come so far, I wonder where you are. I wonder why it's still so hard without you. Even now, when I come shining through, I swear I think of you. God, how I wish you knew. Even now. Even now, when I never hear your name, and the world has changed so much since you've been gone. Even now I still remember, and the feeling's still the same, and this pain inside of me goes on and on. Even now, when I have come so far, I wonder where you are. I wonder why it's still so hard without you. Even now, when I come shining through, I swear I think of you. God, how I wish you knew. Somehow, even now.
Time for another of these flowers, all right? See what the character is, pretty lady. Who's got something yellow on? Come on, hands up. Well, there's one. Two, can we find? Mimosa arcacea. Yellow flower heads from July to October. Thrives extremely well in a good sized pot. Has a habit of spreading slightly, but retains a fine feathery touch. Produces fine offspring, particularly if supported and encouraged by a stout stick. Resistant to wind. During winter, should be lifted, cleaned down, and stored in a dry shed. Let's see if there's another. Oh, this one will do. Pink. Anybody got anything pink on? On top or underneath? All right, Shylock. We'll do it anyway. New dwarf lilies. The pink variety have super fronts for border displays. They're ideal for patios. Will give you many years of pleasure. Neatly rounded. Highly recommended for a warm, dry bed. Particularly in cold weather. Compact and velvety to the touch. Will also perform beautifully in a hanging basket. Has long, sturdy stems which remain upright despite the weight being carried.
Hi, we're the WI, we take a very nice snapshot. Hi, we're the WI, we're gonna show you what we've got.
We're the Institute in his birthday suit. Mainly Danny, but we still look cute. How can we?
We're the WI, and what we've got is quite a lot. Dot said we ought to do a calendar, some of us were rather on edge. Enid said she already had a colander, she used it every Sunday when she straightened her bench.
Dot said, listen, we're going to go nude. Tasteful, mind you, nothing crude.
Violet said we've got nothing to lose as Enid took off her shoes. Oh, said Enid, that's better, and everybody's shoes went west. Oh, we all said, that's better, and Enid discarded her best. We ripped off petticoats, stays and bodices, things not seen since Homer's Odysseys. Dot said kindly, I think you'll find we need something to hide behind. Hi, we're the WI, we're the ladies at lunch. Hi, I'll just give you the eye from behind a Victoria sponge. We've reached the depths of depravity thanks to age and the laws of gravity. We're the WI and everything's taken the plunge. But we're not dead yet, we're glad to be grey as the calendar marks each passing day.
These bodies have been there, done it, seen it.
Except of course for poor Enid. Dot has knitted us a website. You can gaze at us all day on www.wi.co.uk. WI, shout from the toilet towers. Slap my thighs with the WI. Gaze at us for hours and hours. Next year you can see on cable the video we made with a round table. Next year's lines and a hug from Rotary.
Oh, just a bit.
Right, a pregnant teenager left Wales and travelled to London, seeking a termination of her pregnancy. She walked up and down Harley Street until she found a Welsh name on a brass plate, reading Dr. Vaughan Williams. She knocked on the door and asked if she could see him. The receptionist said, excuse me, he's busy at the moment and cannot see anyone. He's orchestrating the men of Harlech. Well, said the girl, if he'd done that 3 months earlier. Right, one for the chaps, this I think. 2 rival teams in Yorkshire were playing the annual rugby match. The match had been very hard, ferocious tackles, fighting off the ball, incidents, several players had been carried off, and really all the players had to have their trousers replaced and jerseys, which were torn, looked up in a terrible mess. With the scores equal and 10 minutes left for play, one full back kicked the ball right over the stands and into a nearby road. The players stood waiting for another ball to arrive, when some chap in the crowd shouted, "Never mind waiting for the ball, lads, get on with the game." That's as bad as one last night, isn't it? Yeah. Never mind, we'll push on. Let me try another one. 2 men and a woman were standing outside a pub late at night. An Englishman, an Irishman and a Scotch lady. And they noticed that a policeman across the road was keeping an eye on them. The Englishman said, "Look, if he comes across, follow my lead." And the policeman did come across. He said, "Do you know it's an offence to loiter in the street during the hours of darkness? Let me have your name." "John," said the Englishman. "John what?" asked the policeman. And the Englishman looked across at the shops on the opposite side and said, "John Collier." "What's your name, lady?" asked the policeman. "Dorothy," she said. "Dorothy what?" "Dorothy Perkins," said the lady. "And yours?" said the policeman, looking at the Irishman. "Ken," he replied. "Ken what?" he asked. "Kentucky Fried Chicken." Ladies and gentlemen, alas, we now come to our last item. Now we've chosen to perform our own version of that well-known and well-loved TV programme, Stars in Their Eyes.
Oh.
The format will be slightly different. I will ask one, or possibly more than one member of the cast, to come forward. You have to guess who he or they would like to be. First of all, please welcome John Barnacle. Now then, any guesses who John would like to be? I'll give you a little clue. He's tall and dark. John, do you have a guess to follow?
A very big clue.
Harry Glitter.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, by kind permission of the Governor of Holloway, we have Gary Glitter. three beautiful young ladies. You've got to tell us who they would like to be. Now, 3 is your clue. Tonight we have Sarah, Linda and Gina. Who are they going to be?
The Beverly Sisters.
3D Bewitched.
Yes.
So, you're all wrong. It's
Hubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Diana Ross and the Supreme. and only very rarely get up on the stage. So, thank you.
Who would you like to be?
John, June, come on, let's go up there. Now then.
It must be steps.
Steps.
What is that?
Who's disappeared?
about to close the curtain.
Oh!
I'm sure very slowly everyone will be assembling somewhere behind the curtain. We're not yet. Right, they are ready. Come to the finale.
I'm nothing special. In fact, I'm a bit of a bore. If I tell a joke, you probably heard it before. But I have a talent, a wonderful thing, and everyone listens when I start to sing. I'm so grateful and proud. All I want is to sing it out loud.
So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song? Who dance follow me? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me.
Mother says I was a dancer before I could walk. She says I began to sing long before I could talk. But I've often wondered, how did it found out that nothing can capture your heart like a melody can. Well, whoever it was, I'm a fan.
So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance melody? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Oh, I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me.
You know, we get some tremendous audiences here, but I think tonight you have really been Our musicians, Brenda never got near the piano. She was busy with other things tonight. But a big round of applause for John, who's been And to put on a show like this, someone has to work very hard over a long period of time. Making costumes, finding props. They work for weeks and weeks and weeks. Some of them have trailed round at charity shops.
Back bottom in milk, name Bob.
Searched for attics and done 1,000 things. But all these people on the stage and many others have worked tremendously hard to put on this show tonight. So please, I really... mentioned any individual by name, but there is one exception I must make. Of a young lady who deserves special mention. Year after year, she drives us, bullies us, dries our tears, and somehow knocks us into shape in time. None other than the boss lady. A biggest applause of the evening, please, for Denise Tutor.
Mention any names, but at the risk of upsetting a few people, I think there are one or two with you seen here now. There's a lady sat in the audience this evening, and I would like her to stand up and take a bow, because without her we wouldn't have had all the lovely scenery and props and those wonderful naked bodies for the WR. Stand up, Becky, and take some. Without two ladies, none of the costumes would have come together. So I'd like a round of applause, please, for Gina and Linda. The most important person to say thank you to, who links this all together, our handsome sexy, suave, sophisticated. Please put your hands together, because haven't I got a wonderful team?
Well, I'd just like to echo all these thoughts and thanks on behalf of the Village Hall Committee, and especially you for coming and getting the tickets so quickly. Thank you. These 20 or so people in Marlborough, you've no idea how hard they work. Electricians, jobbers, they do the whole lot. Thank you very much.
Nice to finish with a good old sing-song. So let's do another chorus or two of whatever else John starts on the piano.